My dear friend, when life feels unfair, when things don't go the way you hoped, it can leave a quiet heaviness in your heart. You may find yourself asking, why is this happening to me? You may look around and feel that others have it easier, that somehow life has been kinder to them. In those moments, it's easy to lose faith, not just in the world, but in yourself. But this is exactly where the wisdom of Shri Krishna gently reminds you to pause and see things differently. What feels unfair is often something you cannot yet fully understand. Life is not random, and it is not careless. There is a deeper order at work, one that moves beyond what the eyes can see and the mind can measure. Every situation you face is part of a larger unfolding, guided by laws that are subtle but precise. You are not being singled out for suffering, you are being shaped. In the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that each person walks a unique path, shaped by their own actions, choices, and inner growth. What you experience today is not a punishment, it is a continuation of a journey much bigger than this single moment. Sometimes, life removes what you thought you needed. Sometimes, it delays what you deeply desire. And sometimes, it places obstacles in your path that feel impossible to cross. But none of this is without reason. There are moments when you are protected by not receiving what you asked for. There are times when delay is not denial, but preparation. And there are challenges that appear not to break you, but to reveal a strength within you that you didn't know existed. When you compare your life to others, it creates the illusion of unfairness. But you are not meant to live someone else's story. Your path is designed specifically for you, with lessons that your soul needs, not what the world thinks you deserve. Krishna teaches that your focus should not be on questioning the results, but on aligning yourself with right action. You have control over what you do, how you respond, and the intention you carry. But the outcomes, those are not yours to control. And this is where peace begins. Because when you stop resisting what is happening and instead choose to trust that there is meaning behind it, something shifts within you. The weight becomes lighter, the confusion begins to settle. You realize that not everything that feels wrong is actually wrong. Sometimes, what feels like a loss is actually a redirection. Sometimes, what feels like rejection is protection. And sometimes, what feels like the end is simply a turning point you didn't expect. It is natural to feel hurt when things don't go your way. It is human to question and to struggle. But staying stuck in the belief that life is unfair only deepens your suffering. Instead, try to see each experience as part of your growth. Every difficulty carries a lesson. Every setback carries a hidden opportunity. Every moment of pain carries the potential for transformation. Krishna reminds you that balance is the key, to remain steady in both success and failure, to not be carried away by joy nor broken by sorrow. This balance does not mean you stop feeling, it means you are no longer controlled by what you feel. You begin to stand in a deeper awareness. You begin to trust more than you fear. And slowly, you begin to understand that life is not happening against you, it is happening for you. Even when you cannot see the full picture, even when nothing makes sense, even when your heart feels tired of waiting, there is a rhythm to everything. Just as night gives way to day, just as storms pass and skies clear, your situation too will change. Nothing remains the same forever. What feels heavy today will not always feel this way. Hold on to that truth. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not being treated unfairly by life. You are in the middle of a process that is shaping you into who you are meant to become. Trust it, even if it takes time, even if it tests your patience, even if it asks you to grow in ways that feel uncomfortable. Because one day, when you look back, you will begin to see how everything connected, how every delay had a purpose, how every hardship made you stronger, how every moment that felt unfair was actually guiding you towards something greater. So when life feels unfair, don't lose yourself in doubt. Come back to stillness. Come back to trust. Do your part with sincerity and let go of the rest. Because the moment you stop fighting what you cannot control, you begin to discover a peace that no situation can take away. And in that peace, you will find strength again. And in that strength, you will rise, calm, steady, and unshaken, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should.